In 2021, I set out on a goal to build a motorcycle from the ground up. I started with the clean titled bare frame that I purchased the year before off of eBay. I planned on reselling the frame, but ended up keeping it, hoping that eventually I'll find the time to do something with it myself. That time came on March 14th, 2021, my official start date of this project. By that time, I had acquired just enough parts to at least get me started, and I had to track down every single part for this build, including the engine. I thought I could find a complete engine that if I had to, I could rebuild and just throw it in, but that wasn't the case. I don't know if it was because of the pandemic that I couldn't find one in my area for a decent price, or no one had or was listing anything for sale. I was trying to work off a budget, and I just couldn't justify paying the high cost for an engine plus an extra $200 to $300 for shipping, so I decided to build the engine from scratch. I found almost all of the parts on eBay, the rest I had to get from the dealer in online parts stores. A lot of the hardware, the screws, bolts, and miscellaneous stuff, I had to go to the dealer to get because the retail parts stores didn't carry them. Those dealer prices were outrageous. $10 to $20 for a single bolt, to me, is just too much. And I'm not talking about engine bolts either. But I didn't have a choice. I had to get them. In the end, the build turned out great, and after more than a year later, the bike still runs strong. It's reliable, it doesn't leak oil, and it still looks great. But would I do it again? I don't think so. Not the way that I just did it. Not because of the work involved. I actually like doing the work, but because of the cost. Even though I built the bike the way I wanted it to look, I went way over budget. I created a spreadsheet documenting all the parts along with the cost of each item and tallied up those results. I officially started my Harley build on February 24th, 2020. That's when I received my frame and title in the mail. From there, I started with this spreadsheet that I made documenting every part and the time that I received the part from start to finish. But soon after, the pandemic hit and I stopped ordering parts, and I didn't continue until I think it was March of 2021, and that's when the build really started kicking off. I think it was about March the 5th, according to my spreadsheet, of 2021, when I started ordering all the rest of the parts. And the build was completed June 6, 2021. So it took roughly 4 months to build this bike from start to finish. The build would have been much easier if I would have just bought a used Sportster off of Craigslist and then just build it from there the way that I wanted it to do. It would have been a lot cheaper. But this was done during the pandemic, and I had a lot of time to do it, and this is something that I wanted to do. So I did it, and I wouldn't advise anyone else to do it the way I did, when you have to buy every single nut and bolt and every little wire and just everything. It's much cheaper and a lot easier just to buy a used one and then fix it the way you want it to fix it up. But I don't have any regrets. So this is my 1-year review of the bike that I built from scratch. And yes, it still runs. It didn't fall apart. And I still have a few more things I want to do to it. If anybody has any suggestions on more upgrades that I should do to the bike, leave it in the comments and I'll check it out. Alright, so I thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, And until next time, I'm out.